You have won. Every nation in the world has agreed to pay you.
Hey all you spooky people, welcome to my channel, or if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Lay, and for today's video, y'all, we got to get into the BRATZ Mean Girls collab mess. I promise I haven't forgot about y'all, but I did want to wait until everything was over so I could just fully get all my thoughts and opinions out in one video. This collab has for sure been a roller coaster ride, and not a good one. It was a very stressful release. I do want to put out there though, I did get all of the dolls. I'm very happy and very grateful because I know a lot of collectors, I know a lot of people did not get these dolls, and it's really a sad situation. I just hope in the future, BRATZ, whenever they do collabs, it'll be easier for everyone, not just US wide, but like worldwide, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into the video. So before I dive into the actual like Mean Girls fiasco, I want to talk about corporations in general for just a moment. I'm noticing now, like with our culture, these brands, these corporations, these companies, they're seeing how people are reacting to their limited edition stuff. Let's take, for example, Stanley Cups. So if y'all don't remember, early this year, like around in January, they released these quote-unquote Valentine Day cups. It's like a red cup and a pink cup. And people went crazy for these cups. Like, if y'all see the TikToks, people were fighting one another. They were arguing. They were camping outside, you know, at like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. They had some of their children out there in the cold. You know, a guy, like, tried to steal a whole box full of them. Like, it was complete madness. And the thing is, the companies, they love this. They love to see people act crazy over their products because they're happy, their pockets are getting filled, and people are going to jail. You know, they're getting into fights, they're going viral for trying to steal cups. Like, it's insane to me. Even like with the Hello Kitty blankets, like people were going crazy for those. They were fighting one another, they were hiding things allegedly. You know, it's like Hello Kitty's been around forever. Like, y'all are really fighting over these things. It's insane. And then again with Stanley Cup, they just released the Wicked cups, and people are once again going crazy for this stuff. So I feel like MGA is very much a part of that culture. Even though they're in the doll industry, they still want a piece of that pie, much like, you know, Mattel when they do their, you know, Monster High limited edition dolls. So it's like they see it happening. They don't care that people get upset or go crazy trying to buy these dolls. They don't care, because for them it's like, oh yeah, well, everybody loves us, everybody wants our product, and we didn't make enough on purpose so people could fight over it, and oh, this is great. Like, it's really, really sad. And like, when you think about it, that's the way MGA is acting. Like, I really thought about it for a while, and I wanted to let my thoughts marinate, but I think about it, and particularly when they sent PR to non-doll collectors, that was like the first thing that I thought about. Like, my opinion, I don't think that they should have sent PR to non-doll collectors, because if you want people to buy these dolls, wouldn't you send them to actual doll collectors so they could quote unquote influence the doll community? I feel like that would make more sense. You know, why would a doll collector, you know, accept like a pacifier, you know, PR box? Like, some of us don't have children. Like, that's not what we're here to see. We're not here to see pacifiers. We're here to see dolls. So for me, it's like, I get it. They chose people who have a Y2K aesthetic. Like, I get that. And, you know, I really sat back and I thought, you know, I think this is also due to the Barbie movie coming out last year, because Barbie, she's an icon. Let's be real. As much as I love BRATZ, Barbie is that girl. She'll always be that girl. However, Barbie slapped her name on everything last year, okay? Nail polish, you know, dolls, clothing, you know, even just recently, Stanley Cups, you know. So I just feel like Barbie slapped her name on everything. So I feel like BRATZ wants to do that. And if we think about it, BRATZ has collabed with a lot of things. You know, they've come out with phone cases, lots of, you know, clothing brands, shoes, sneakers, you know, slippers, like all that kind of stuff. So I feel like, oh, makeup, of course. So I feel like BRATZ is really trying to be like Barbie, and they're trying to branch out to other aspects that might be captured besides dolls. So it's almost like, well, we want to get our name out there more, but we're not really going to focus on our dolls. You know what I mean? So I just feel like BRATZ wants to have their name out there like Barbie. And the thing is, BRATZ, they are iconic for who they are. They're not quite up there with Barbie. No, she's at 65 and they're barely at, 23? So it's like, there's still some time for them to like really like be iconic. But the thing is, if you're disappointing your core fans, you're gonna ruin that, And it's like, I don't know what they're doing, but it does not seem like their focus is their dolls. It seems like their focus is collabing with everybody else. Therefore, that's why they're sending PR to non-doll collectors, because they want those influencers for makeup, for clothing, for jewelry. They want them to like get out there and promote this brand. You know what I mean? So it's really, really frustrating for collectors. And, this was a horrific launch. I was able to secure a Katie doll. I did get very lucky. But just seeing a lot of my doll friends online, like posting they didn't get her, how upset they were, it really made me feel bad. And I did feel bad that I was able to get one, like that winner's guilt. But it was so sad. And then reading all the comments on the BRATZ Instagram page and the way BRATZ was responding, they were very short with people and, telling people to put it in the burn book, I just didn't think that was really cool. Like, they may not like the way people reacted, but that's the reality of it. People are upset. If anything, this should show them how passionate people are about this brand. There are so many diehard BRATZ fans that, really should have gotten PR boxes. People who have been doing YouTube and other things for a long, long time. Like, not even me. I'm not even in that category. I'm a newbie. There's, other people that have been dedicated to this brand for many, many years. And it really is sad to see how they treat their fans. I recently went through a phase like this with Disney because I know the company very closely. But that is to say, I've seen things, I've heard things, and it's really sad when you have to start separating the art from the artist. I was talking to one of my friends about this, about how it's sad how you appreciate the art so much and you love it, you adore it, but the artists, they're not kind, they're rude, they're careless, and it just makes you feel like crap. It's just like, damn, like, I love this brand so much, but look how they're treating their people. Like, look how they're talking to these people, and I think it's really sad. And, the more I see it, it's just like, I feel like companies are going to continue with this because they love the chaos. They love to see people go crazy over their products. And I feel like, MJ, they were in their offices cheering and popping bottles and watching the doll sell out in like a minute or two and reading all the comments, and they were like, haha, they're mad. Oh, well, and that's what it seemed like. And I don't know if they care or not, but they want the money. Of course, they want our money. But the sad part about it is that, they didn't have to beg for our money. People would have bought these dolls. If Katie would have been, available to everyone worldwide, people would have went out and bought them. If they were made available to everybody, people would have bought them. So it is sad because it's like, your fans love you. They're here. They want the products. Like, you don't have to beg. Like, we're going to do it. We're going to support you. But it just seems like they want their Stanley Cup moment, They want their Mattel Creations moment. And what does it cost them? I don't know. I've seen people say that they want to boycott BRATZ, I personally won't be doing that. But, I still want to talk about the dolls because I love the dolls. But it's hard to be excited for anything like this in the future because we've seen how they've handled it, and they handle it very poorly. I mean, people's orders getting canceled, like, that's insane to me. And then, of course, like, the bots taking over, the scalpers, like, that's insane to me. Why would anybody want to go through with this again? So I'm very sure that this whole, like, issue has left a really bad taste in people's mouths. And they're not so trusting of MGA anymore. And I know for corporations, they really don't care because it's like, well, someone's always going to buy our stuff. But it does suck that, like, that integrity Like, it's gone. It's like, it makes you feel like, damn, I know y'all are a company, but you really don't care about your fans, about your consumers. So I don't know, it's really disheartening. And I don't know what MGA is gonna do to like fix this. You know, the Regina drop came out, and that was even worse in my opinion. I was shaking. I was able to get her, but I was shaking the entire time. The captchas, I had to do 2, and I was just freaking out. Well, no, the first time that I got on the website, I was already on there. I refreshed, and then it said page not found. I'm like, what the hell? That happened like a couple times, and then like it said sold out. I was like, what? I missed her. And all of a sudden it reloaded, and it was like, oh, you're in line to check out. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get her. She's probably gone. But I got so lucky that I was able to get her. But that process, I was shaking the entire time. Like, I woke up at like 7 o'clock, and I could have went back to sleep, but my body wouldn't let me. Like, I was tossing and turning. I'm like, I don't want to be this way for a damn doll release, okay? Like, you want to toss and turn in the middle of the night because you have this big interview coming up, or it's your first day at, like, you know, this amazing new career you're about to start. But no, I was tossing and turning for a doll, and I don't like how that makes me feel because I love collecting. It's my hobby. It's a passion of mine. But I don't want it to consume me and make me go crazy. But unfortunately, I feel like that's what a lot of these companies are going to start doing. And it is so awful. And I wish the world wasn't like this, but I feel like everyone is going to be doing this now because they see, like, quote unquote success for other lines of business. So it's a mess, y'all. It's going to be a mess for Gretchen and Karen too. Okay, so I am recording this the day after the 2-pack release, and I am so happy that this is finally over. This has just been a really sad release. It's really sad, honestly. But I do have to say that Gretchen and Karen, it seemed like they were the easier of the 4 to receive, to get. Now, I know a lot of people got these dolls, which I'm so happy that a lot of collectors were able to get the 2-pack. However, I know some people didn't even attempt to get them, which is even more sad because people were so discouraged from the Katie and Regina releases. And it makes me really sad because it's like, and I get it. It's like, if you can't have Regina, then why get the other 2 plastics, you know? And some people want the entire collection because it spells out burn book, which, you know, they do that shit on purpose so people can go crazy like, I have to collect them because I needed to say burn book. So, you know, the tactics, the marketing, I get it, but at the same time, it's really sad. And I don't know if a lot of the scalpers bought up the 2-packs, but I am happy that the majority of collectors got these dolls. Now, I was very fortunate. I was able to get all of the dolls in this collection. I'm very happy for that. However, it was not easy. Like everybody else has stories. Like I mentioned earlier, it was just a mess. And we shouldn't be stressed out about collecting dolls. I feel like for a lot of us, doll collecting is to relax us, to make us happy. For some of us, they're healing their inner child. For some of us, they're taking us back to our childhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really sad. And I feel like a lot of people, myself included, are going to be discouraged from future releases like this. If it's not Playline, a lot of us will be discouraged, you know? And it's just a difficult situation to be in. The only thing that I can hope for if BRATZ does continue to do collabs like this, because, you know, in general, I think we can all agree it's a wonderful collab and it makes sense, but no one enjoyed trying to get these dolls. Whether you got them or not, no one can say that their experience was pleasant, you know. Katie not even showing up on the Mean Girls, you know, area. You had to click shop all. And then Regina, you know, she wasn't popping up. For me, it said page not found like 3 times. That's why I thought I wasn't going to get her. And then for the 2-pack, even though it was easier, at 8 o'clock, they weren't available. It still said coming soon. So it's just stuff like that they really need to work on. And if they care about their fan base at all, they will work on these things. So hopefully they will take all the feedback that they are getting and they apply it to whatever they do next time. Or have memberships. But I don't even know. Like, people have memberships for Mattel Creations. I don't even know if that benefits them. But if the membership doesn't benefit, then what's the point of getting it, you know? I'm not going to pay an amount monthly just to maybe get some dolls. But if they went that route, I wouldn't mind, but it has to actually be worth it. So we'll see. Now, another topic that I wanted to talk on a little bit more is their other collaborations. Like, child, they just had a collaboration with a place called Monty's Good Burger. I have no idea where that's located, but it's a burger joint. It's a burger restaurant. And it's like, who is this for? And that's the reason why I brought up the Stanley Cups and other merch, because it's like they are focusing on every other thing except for the dolls. You know what I mean? Like, I know we just got the Mean Girls collab, but that wasn't accessible for everybody, And it's like, who asked for a BRATZ meal? Like, who wants that, Like, other than the dolls, I get makeup collabs because they're really cute. I'm not gonna lie, they're really cute, like I mentioned. And again, I get clothing collabs, t-shirts, sweaters, hats. It's stuff that we could wear every day. I get those two things, but everything else is like, nobody cares about that. I don't want a fucking hamburger. How does that relate to BRATZ? Like, I just don't get it. If they really wanted to collab with somebody, it should have been a smoothie restaurant, because the girls constantly go to the smoothie bar, juice bar, in the show and in the movies. That would have made more sense, but I don't know how a hamburger meal is relevant to the BRATZ brand. I don't understand. So again, like, BRATZ, they are all over the place. They are just trying to get whoever they can. They're not focusing on their already fans. They want to focus on new people. And we already know that these trends don't last very long. People are going to be on BRATZ. I'm talking about the newbies that are the incomers right now. They're going to like BRATZ for a second, and they're going to be selling their collections later on and move on to the next. It's just how it goes. So it just makes me feel like BRATZ, they're ignoring their actual fan base and focusing on trying to get these new people to like join, and it's like, what are y'all doing? Y'all are all over the place. Y'all need to be focused a lot more. Who wants a burger meal? Collab with BRATZ. Like, why is that freaking relevant? Somebody explain to me. I don't understand. Like, hopefully the Playline dolls that are coming out next, or reproductions, will be good. I'm hoping so. All the money that they earned from the Mean Girls collab and whatnot. But it's like, it's frustrating. And that's why I brought up Barbie, because when the Barbie movie came out, she was fucking everywhere. She was everywhere. Whatever you could think of, she was there. Hell, she had her own nail polish when the movie came out. So I get it. Marketing, make money, I get it, but it's got to make sense to me. When you're collabing with something, it has to make sense. Otherwise, I don't want it. Like, for what? Like, why do I want a burger that's collab with BRATZ? No. I love BRATZ, but not like that. Give me some dolls. I want dolls. Everyone wants dolls that they can easily buy and not have to stress out over and stay up all night and keep refreshing their pages and putting in a bunch of captures. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. So, I don't know. I am grateful that this collab is over. And like I said, it wasn't pleasant, And after the Katie experience, I was on edge for the entire month of October. I'm just like, my God. Seeing everybody being hurt and upset. I was really sad. I'm like, damn, the community is hurting right now. And that's just awful. I don't know. For me, customer service, like I said, is everything. And I get it, they're a huge corporation, but damn, y'all, like, come on. Like, treat the people who love y'all the best, people who have been there since day one. So, I don't know, y'all. Hopefully, whatever BRATZ comes out with next that's doll related, hopefully it's relevant, hopefully it's good, and hopefully we all like it. All right, y'all, that is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that everyone is able to get all of the dolls at some point, or just the ones that you want at some point. Really hoping that MGA does a restock. That would be great. Otherwise, I hope that the scalper prices do go down closer to retail so everyone can enjoy these, because everyone deserves to have these. Whoever wants these deserves to have them, especially the doll collectors out there. So I hope you all have a super styling day or night wherever you may be, and I will see you real soon, and I hope you all had a lovely Halloween. Bye.